Everybody, welcome back to another mapping video. Today we're going to be doing a series where Europe recolonizes America. So all of the Americas, both North and South America, are both available to be taken all. This is just going to be Europe. We're not going to include Asia and Africa and Oceania. We could include them in like some wars, but we're not going to include them in the direct colonizing. So the first thing happening here is just the total collapse of every American country, which I know is unrealistic, so we're just going to say they had some big war, and then they all collapsed, and we're just going to say there's nobody living here, and it's like a wasteland and stuff. But they eventually rebuild it over time, but there's still nobody living there, but it eventually just naturally goes back to being good. And the first people to try to send some stuff over there is the French. They go like this. They're just like circling the area just to see if it's okay to go. They're gonna try to land in Florida. Now this is like 20 years after the explosion waste thing, but they're gonna land in Florida, so what country should we label the French? I want to label the French as like a lightish, darkish, weirdish colored blue. Because, yes, why not? Now, we see France setting up a little colony over here in Florida. And this colony is actually going to be very, very useful here, as it is in a very tropical area, and there's just going to be it's going to be controlling some shipments going out in each direction. There's also some people that break off from over here that were from Mexico, that were living in France, and they break over to Mexico to form their own country over here. To try to reform Mexico, basically, because it kind of died, and it's just really annoying and stuff. So it's really annoying that they died. That looks really wrong. I'm going to redo it. That looks really wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. Yay, big drawing. Now, Mexico is slightly returned. They're not as big and stronger, powerful as they used to be, but they do still exist now, which doesn't make the Europeans happy, because they already have a country to deal with. Whereas last time, they still had people to deal with. Well, let's just forget about that. Yeah. Now, what actually happens is, well, the British arrive. Bump, 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 bump. And, well, you obviously know what happens when the British arrive. The British arrive. Hey, my bloody God. Okay. Sorry if I offended anyone with the joke. I am very sorry for you for being offended by something so basic. Anyways, the United Kingdom will now... Okay, I guess I have to color Northern Ireland. I don't really care about Northern Ireland. They should just go back to Ireland anyways. They sail all the way here, and then they go down to Venezuela because there's oil. And they set up a large Venezuelan colony so they can take up all of the oil, because yes, they want the oil. They want all the oil. They want all the oil. All the oil. All the oil. Okay. And, well, France really doesn't like that they're there, but they still want all the oil. So, what they do is they go to Spain, and they're like, hey, want to form a team against the British? And they're like, sure. And then they start invading the British. I'm joking. They don't actually invade the British. They do send people down here, though, just to combat the British. Which you could imagine they aren't really fond of that. You could imagine they aren't that fond of that. Oh, fuck. Well, Spain's gonna take this big colony over here, which will kind of piss off a lot of people, actually. But did I ever ask you? No, I didn't. Now, don't ask why this is still here. No, that was never here. Anyways, so Mexico is going to start a deal with the British. And so, yeah. They let the British take this stuff. In exchange that they will help them with the French. Do you think they help them with the French? A, no. B, no. C, no. D, no. You would be correct if you chose all of the above, because they did not help them, actually. Instead, they literally stood back and did nothing while the French started invading Mexico. Oh, there's also some Spanish forces over here as well. They haven't really done much. Britain sends a few, like, food supplies, but they don't join the war like they said, which really pisses off Mexico, because their citizens genuinely thought that the British would actually help them. But silly citizens, why would you think the British would help anyone? They continue going inwards in Mexico until they encircle the capital, and they take it down, and they make Mexico surrender. Taking a look at the peace treaty. The entire Gulf of Mexico is now French. Yay! And now this is what I think would happen if they recolonize. No, I'm not done yet. So they're going to be calling in their old friends from 1940s Germany. No, they don't bring in 1940s Germany. No. They bring their old friend from the 1900s called Germany, and they send him on a boat. And Germany sails all the way down to Argentina to send a few people with a mustache to set up a colony in Argentina now. You could expect how this goes. It goes very well, and everybody living in Argentina loves them, and they start hailing them the entire time. It's just amazing. And so... So basically, Germany gets this part of Argentina, and also I'm not laughing at the Argentina thing. I'm laughing at something somebody's messaging me on Discord, by the way. Yes, I have Discord open. I'm live on Discord. Anyways, this is now actually what I would think would happen, and Germany would slowly start conquering parts of Africa. And Germany, they just conquer the ocean until they take the entire world over, to be honest. Like, it's just fun. Anyways, this is gonna be all for the video. I'll see you in the next video. And goodbye.